Last time, in File 031, we exposed the Watchers. We showed how laws built to protect your privacy now shield mass surveillance. We uncovered how AI turned from a tool into a silent warden, and how the world quietly stepped inside the AI panopticon without ever seeing the door close behind us. But if the system already watches you, predicts your intent, and scores your life in secret, then here's the real question. Does privacy still exist, or has AI already erased it? Not with force, but with quiet, predictive control? Before we go deeper, subscribe now and turn on the bell icon. It's free, and it will help you stay away. Stay alert. Stay ahead of the digital threats. We break down the hidden truths of cybercrime, surveillance, and digital control every single week. And trust me, what you'll learn today could change how you see your entire online life. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and awareness purposes only. It does not promote conspiracy theories, illegal actions, or glorify cybercriminal behavior. Our mission is to inform and protect the public through verified research and storytelling. Now let's begin, because this episode isn't just about the death of privacy. It's about what replaces it. When algorithms can read your emotions, predict your future, and reshape your behavior before you even know it happening. This is the world we're already in. This is File 033. Hall Cyber signing in. Would you willingly install a surveillance camera in your bedroom if the government asked you to? What if I told you most of us already have? Smart cameras, virtual assistants, cloud-connected doorbells. Welcome to the age of AI surveillance, where your devices are always listening, always watching, and you're not the one in control. Before we continue, subscribe right now. This is not just a story. It's a warning, a digital alarm bell. You'll want to hear every word of what's coming, because what you're about to learn might change how you live in your own home. In 2019, a man in Mississippi received a horrifying email. It contained audio files, recordings of conversations inside his home. The sender? A total stranger. The source? His Amazon Alexa. The attacker hadn't broken in. No passwords were guessed. This was not a hack. The files had been sent by Amazon to the wrong person, by accident. But what if that accident wasn't isolated? What if your private moments, your voice, your face, your movements weren't just stored but shared? According to internal Amazon documents, Ring, Amazon's smart doorbell company, has partnered with over 2,300 police departments in the United States. These partnerships allow law enforcement to request footage directly from users, often without a warrant. Let that sink in. A doorbell camera that was sold as protection from crime has become a pipeline into your life. The Electronic Frontier Foundation, EFF, called it what it is, a perfect storm for civil liberties. In one report, they wrote, Amazon built a surveillance network and handed the keys to local police. Most users had no idea their footage was being shared. You didn't commit a crime. You didn't consent. You just answered the door. And now, your data lives in a database you'll never see. And this isn't just about doorbells. In 2020, a leaked audio file revealed that Amazon Alexa recorded more than 1,000 audio clips a day from a single user. Conversations with children, intimate arguments, laughter, silence, all stored, all analyzed. According to whistleblowers inside Amazon, human reviewers routinely listen to what users say to Alexa, even when it's clearly not a command. The reason? To improve AI performance. But performance for whom? When you ask Alexa the weather, it doesn't just respond. It categorizes your voice, guesses your emotional state, logs your location, and stores a timestamp. When connected to your smart TV, it knows what you watch. Your smart fridge logs your eating habits. Your Ring camera sees who visits you. Individually, these seem harmless, but together, they form a panopticon, a 360-degree surveillance system powered by artificial intelligence and wrapped in the illusion of convenience. Behind the scenes, this data doesn't just sit idle. It's processed, scanned, cross-referenced. Every click, every command, every video turned into behavioral patterns, sold to third parties, and sometimes turned over to law enforcement. Amazon has denied wrongdoing, but former employees describe a culture of data hoarding and non-transparent access. A report from MIT Technology Review detailed a case where an Amazon engineer stalked a female user by accessing her Ring footage. Without her knowledge, she never gave him permission. She never knew his name, but he watched her every day. This isn't a glitch. It's a systemic flaw, and it's growing. In 2022, a small-town family in Florida noticed their Ring camera light flickering at odd hours. At first, they thought it was a technical issue until they heard a voice through the speaker. "I see you. I know your daughter's name." The camera had been hijacked. What followed was digital torture. The attacker screamed racial slurs, played loud music, and triggered the alarm in the middle of the night, all remotely. The family unplugged the system, but by then, the damage was done. Trauma, paranoia, a total loss of trust in their own home. Now, ask yourself, if someone outside can do this, what's stopping those on the inside? Smart surveillance is no longer about protecting your home from criminals. It's about mining your life for data. You are the product. According to Harvard professor Shoshana Zuboff, this is surveillance capitalism. In her words, we are no longer the customers. We have become the raw material. Her research shows that AI systems are trained not just to recognize patterns, but to predict and shape behavior. They don't just see what you do. They anticipate what you will do. And that predictive power is for sale. Think about how that power could be used by corporations, by governments, by regimes. In 2023, a former intelligence official warned Congress that AI surveillance tools originally developed for war zones are now used domestically without oversight. He said, quote, "What we once deployed in Kandahar is now active in Kansas City. It's not fiction. It's fact. In multiple states, facial recognition cameras are deployed on street corners, connected to AI systems that can detect gait, body language, and even threat probability. These systems feed into law enforcement dashboards without your knowledge or consent. Even if you've never broken a law, AI sees your face, runs it against a database, and flags you based on unknown criteria. What happens next? You don't know, and you don't get to ask. Because in the world of AI surveillance, transparency is the first casualty. But the real horror is not the devices. It's the policies behind them. In 2022, the city of Jackson, Mississippi, tested a new AI camera network that allowed law enforcement real-time access to residents' doorbell feeds without their permission. When civil rights groups protested, officials responded that safety comes first. But whose safety? And at what cost? Every camera, every microphone, every app, every assistant, all feeding an invisible system that grows more powerful by the second. You can't see it. You can't touch it. But it sees you all the time. The psychological toll is already measurable. In a recent study from Stanford University, families living in smart homes reported higher anxiety levels, lower sleep quality, and a constant feeling of being watched. One participant said, "I used to feel safe with my camera on. Now I wonder who's watching me from the other side." This is not protection. This is digital paranoia, wrapped in a subscription. But it gets darker. Amazon recently applied for a patent that allows Alexa to detect illnesses by analyzing your voice patterns. That's right, your assistant could diagnose a cold before you do. Cool feature? Maybe. But what happens when that data is sold to your insurance company? When you're denied coverage because Alexa thinks you sound unwell? This isn't science fiction. This is File 033. And you are living in it. There's more. Multiple whistleblowers have come forward. Former engineers from Google, Apple, Amazon, sounding alarms about how AI surveillance is no longer optional. Opting out is not as simple as unplugging. Because even if you turn off your device, your neighbor's camera is still watching you. Your car logs your GPS routes. Your phone tracks your walking pace. Your smartwatch hears your heartbeat. You're already in the system. The only question left is, who controls it? The truth is, this isn't just about privacy. It's about power, control over your actions, influence over your decisions, the ability to label you a risk, a suspect, or consumer based on data you never agreed to give. In the age of AI, surveillance isn't just passive. It's active. It learns. It evolves. It decides. And increasingly, it does so without oversight. We've been sold the dream of smart homes, virtual assistants, and intelligent convenience. But in chasing that dream, we've opened the door to a nightmare. Before we continue, here are 5 steps you must take now to protect your privacy in the AI age. 1. Disable voice recordings. Go into your Alexa, Google Home, or Siri settings. Disable saving of voice recordings. Delete past data manually. 2. Use end-to-end encryption. Install apps that support encryption for communication and cloud storage. 3. Set up a VPN for smart devices. Route your entire smart home through a secure network to limit data exposure. 4. Reject default permissions. When installing apps or setting up devices, deny all permissions that aren't absolutely essential. 5. Audit and update privacy settings monthly. Surveillance policies change often. Stay updated. Stay in control. But even these are temporary shields in a battle we're only beginning to understand. Because while you sleep, while you cook, while you speak to your children, the system listens. And in File 035, we'll explore why some experts say AI surveillance is more dangerous than we ever imagined, why former intelligence officers are breaking their silence, and why the next phase of digital monitoring might not just record what you do, but try to change who you are. Subscribe now, hit the bell, and ask yourself, are you watching your devices, or are they watching you? Paul Cyber, signing out.